What is up, guys, and welcome back. We had a little bit of a delay here getting this next video out. I apologize for that. I got stuck at my parents' house with some bad weather last night and couldn't make it home. So it's out a day later than I had planned on. Again, apologies, but we're here now and we're filming, and let's get right into it. Starting off with our tech rolls here. We got some new ones because I had a pretty good roll last time, so I expect to see these for a while. I'm not particularly close on any of them. We're going to go with Advanced Artillery, Advanced Mechs, Heavy Bombers, Strategic Rockets, Wartime Economy, and Improved Factories. So it looks like we got an 11 here, which is Wartime Economy, and then a 10 for Strategic Rockets, and that is it. So back to my old ways of getting 2 techs per turn, but we got the important one, which is Wartime Economy. And then we also got our Strategic Rockets. Okay. Coming right on over to our purchases here. So we're going to finish 2 light cruisers. We are going to buy 1 singular Marine. We're going to lend-lease a United States Marine Corps Elite Infantry to the British. We're going to lend-lease an artillery to the KMT. We're going to try to influence Mexico for the maximum of $3. And then we're going to throw 16 light cruisers onto the build queue. I actually forgot to place a little infantry top around here, but this is going to be an infantry upgrade in the Philippines as well. So those are your American purchases, and then we're going to buy an artillery as the KMT. Okay, so now let's get into our combat moves. Starting off here with the boring ones in the Atlantic. Okay, we're just going to be adjusting our escorts a little bit. We're going to have a destroyer in 21 coming 1, 2, 3 down to 48. Destroyer in 22 scooting 2 spots over to 24. Light cruiser in 23 coming 1, 2, 3 down to 79. And then lastly, well, not lastly, we've actually got 3 more down here. This destroyer from 48 is going to come 1, 2 down to, what is this, 105. And these 2 guys from 105 are also going to move. We're going to have a destroyer from 105 come 1, 2, 3 to 114. And then light cruiser is going to come to 109. Don't quite have enough ships to cover this zone, Hambone, so you can get your rocks off for 1 more turn, but the escorts are coming for you, buddy. And then here in the Pacific, we've got a sub from 38 coming to 54, and he's going to convoy there, try to get the last $2 off of the home island line. And then let's see if we can get the entire Pacific in here. There we go. And these 3 subs from San Francisco are going to come 1, 2, 3, 4 and raid the Tokyo line here in C-Zone 65, all 3 of them. I'm trying to get 5 out of 5 on that one. And then, yes, we did leave the Hawaiian Islands open. This was kind of a half-assed, wow, I can't talk. This was kind of a half-assed trap here because while he did gain $4 of income from the Hawaiian Islands, hopefully he's going to lose a destroyer and an infantry. And so that'll be a net gain for me. We'll see how it works out. For this attack, we're going to bring 2 destroyers from 40, 1, 2, 3, as well as, yeah, you can see that, a attack bomber and a fighter from 103 coming to 68 to kill this destroyer. Mark has elected to submerge those subs so they won't be participating in the combat. And then 2 transports are going to come 1, 2 and bring 4 infantry. We're going to bring in 1 heavy cruiser to shore bombard just to shot in the dark because we can. And then lastly, this attack bomber is going to come 1, 2, 3, 4 and participate in the land battle from the Pacific Northwest. Okay, and I believe that is all of our combat moves. So let's get right into it. Let's start off with the convoy rating here. So we'll start with the one in C-Zone 54, the home island line. Actually, let's do that guy last, just in case, because he's got both lines in there. So we're going to start with 65, 3 submarines on the Tokyo line, trying to get a total of $5. So this is pretty obvious. We're going to have the green die be the Japanese and the red die be the Americans. That's a joke. Don't believe that. The green is obviously the Americans. And you guys can't see that, but we got 2 6s. So that's a good start of $2 off of the, what's it called? The Tokyo line. We've got 2 more subs to go. And here we've got a 5 versus a 4, which is going to max that line out for the total of 5. So that's good. That means our 3rd sub doesn't need to do anything just yet. So now we've got the 1 sub in 54 trying to get the last $2 off of the home island line. And here we've got a 5 versus a 1, which is going to do just that. Okay, so good stuff. We have maxed out the Japanese this turn, taking all $10 off of them. So that's some good stuff, guys. Now what we're going to do is going to come right into this Hawaii combat. We're going to bring our little dice tray over here. And everything should be all set up. We've got 2 destroyers, a fighter, and attack bomber versus 1 destroyer. Okay, let's roll this. And we've got hit on our destroyer and a miss on his destroyer. So nice easy combat. His destroyer will die. And then we'll go right into the land combat. Sorry, which is going to be 4 infantry at a 1 because it's mountainous. His infantry will be defending at a 12. And then we've got our American attack bomber coming in. But first, we have a short bombardment at 2 from the heavy cruiser. Oh my god. Okay, well, scratch that. He just kind of dies. Was not expecting that. Okay, well, so this will become a American. Boop. And this destroyer will die as well. The subs are still sitting there. And so the Japanese lose $10 worth of units, but gain 4 back. So net loss of 6 for the Japanese. I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, so let's go right into our non-combat moves. I believe we can see them all here. Starting with the planes. These 2 that came off of 103 have 2 movements left. They're going to come 1, 2 into the midway area. This 1 attack bomber has 2 moves left, but he's just going to come 1 out into 68 and lose the flight stand because he's going to land on the carrier. So these guys are stuck here. I'm going to put them on the other side. We're going to have a light carrier come 1 space and catch this plane. 1 transport is going to come up here. 1 coastal sub is going to come up here. And then everything else you see is going to come to the midway area. So this fleet carrier, 1, 2, 3, is going to catch these planes. 2 heavy cruisers from San Francisco are going to come 1, 2 out to midway. 2 battleships coming down 1, 2 to midway as well. Another heavy cruiser, so total of 3 heavy cruisers, 2 destroyers, 1 transport, and our guy and our light tank are gonna get dropped off on midway just in case something bad happens. Okay, now this coastal sub from 40 is going to come one space over into 39. And I believe that's all we can move here in the Pacific. So let's come over to the Atlantic. We've just got a few, starting off with these three guys are going to come, oops, 1, 2 into right off the coast of San Francisco here. Okay. And now, starting off in the Atlantic here, we've got 2 coastal subs who are going to meet up in 48. Beware of the coastal subs, they're coming for you. I'm not sure what they're going to do yet, but they are coming for somebody. And then over here, our Hardy Transport survived all by himself. He is scared but alive. He's going to come one space up and seek refuge with the British fleet up here. And hopefully will survive for another turn. He's counting his days now. He's very happy to be alive. You know what I forgot to do is roll the Mexico roll. I should have done that a while ago because I can move them this turn. So let's grab a dice here, and we're hoping for a 3 or less. Missed it with a 5, so no harm, no foul. Let's see if we have any other non-combat moves. I believe that's it. Don't think I forgot anything. Okay, yeah, so we're just going to place our units now and deliver Lend-Lease. Starting over here in the Pacific. We will place 2 light cruisers. We will place a Marine in San Francisco. Okay, and coming down to the build queue, these 2 guys got placed on the board, and then 16 light cruisers will move on to stage 2 of the production chart. Okay, now we'll do the KMT place units. He's, oh, got caught on my shirt. Okay, sorry. He's just gonna place it in Yunnan there, of course. And then for our Lend-Lease guys, this is where it gets a little bit cheeky. So this United States Marine Corps for the British is actually going to start here in San Francisco, which means the shortest route is going to be for it to come through the Panama Canal. And you're probably wondering why all these green ships were here. Well, this is why. It indicates the shortest path across the Atlantic, or at least one of them. There's actually a tie. So obviously I chose the one with no German subs. And it's going to come 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I counted out a ton of paths, and I can never get it below 8. So if you guys find one that is below 8, let me know. I don't think there is. But so this guy is obviously green, but he's a British unit because, believe it or not, I don't have any British painted United States Marine Corps. So he's just going to get a little roundel underneath him. And that is a British unit there in London defending at a 6, which is very cool. Okay. And I'll be right back. Because our KMT Lend-Lease here is going to happen in much the same way. It's going to start in the Gulf Coast region here and come through the Panama Canal across the board. In this one, I didn't put the chips down because there are many, many paths to get it across from any one of these sea zones all the way across into Siam and up the rail into Burma and through the Burma Road. So we can avoid any Japanese subs or ships this way, and our Lend-Lease will be delivered safely. As I said, guys, a little bit cheeky doing it, a little crisscross pattern there, but you know, the Pacific is so big, I don't really think 2 sub-squadrons in Hawaii would really be able to intercept Lend-Lease, if we're being honest. Okay, guys, I believe that's it. I guess we can collect our income here. The KMT will get a whole $2. And the US will get their 75 plus 1. Just kidding. I don't know why I did that. They don't actually. I must have thought because I got Hawaii back or whatever. Okay, we're just at 75. 75. Okay, guys, check out Hambone's turn for, I believe, January of 1941. And let's see how they respond to the British squadrons coming after them. All right, guys, see you later.